I was born and raised in Seattle, hence the hat. Yeah, I grew up in I grew up in the south end of Seattle, in like the Jewish community, but it was like, whatever, you kind of got to know Seattle, but like the south end is the more diverse, like interesting part of Seattle. So I had a really dope childhood, but like right after high school, I moved out to New York. My sister was out here and I visited once and I really loved it. And then a little bit after I moved, I started doing music seriously. I'm glad that I was in New York. I hear what you're saying, that it can be if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere type shit. But I like competing with the all-stars, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like the little big fish, little pond thing. So like when I first came out and was doing shows, it was like me, like A$AP Rocky, like Flatbush Zombies, Gashi, Underachievers, Pro Era. Like we were all just like bodega bands. Like there was shit happening. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm the best rapper on my block. It was like, oh, I'm getting like people in Europe like now know who I am. Like people in LA, because like the whole scene is elevated. So yeah, I would say it's more difficult to put your stamp on New York City, but if you put even a littlest fucking stamp, then you have a rap career, you know? But you gotta be nice. You can't just like, it's not fucking, whatever. I don't want to insult any small towns, but it's like, you gotta be, like, it's an all-star team, you know? It's like, this is select league shit. Like, you can't just, this is AAU. Like, it's not JV. After I dropped my first mixtape, I got an email saying like, do you want to come perform at this festival in France? Like, we'll fly you out and give you a hotel and $1,000. And I was like, what? I was like, fucking crazy, bro. I was like, this is crazy. So I went. It was my first time in Europe. And like, first of all, it feels fucking good. You feel like you got drafted to the NBA or some shit. You're like, oh, I do this for real. Like, people are flying me places. And I got there and I was walking up to the festival and there was like a line outside of people waiting to get in. And I walked by and people like were turning and like looking at me, and I kind of noticed, and I was with someone and I was like, yo, turn around, like, look, are they those people looking at me? Like, they know who the fuck I am? And yeah, they were. There was like a whole line of people. I was like, oh, that's fucking crazy, because I never experienced that before. Especially not in a foreign. I was like, I'm in Paris and these people know who I am. So that was tight. France is like, I have like fans in Europe, but France is like, I'm not sure why. It just kind of happened where like France is where they fuck with me. And I've toured all over there. I'm signed with the booking agency out there. I guess it's the whole French speaking world. So it's like, I don't know why I don't speak French, but I guess because they share the same media. So when I was on the websites there, so like in France, Switzerland, Belgium, even like in Ivory Coast, and like Tunisia and Algeria, and Morocco. It's like, it's just kind of wild. Touring Europe is amazing. It's way more, not that the fans are better or anything. I don't want to like, but because they're not, but the cities are way better, you know what I mean? Like in America, you drive from like, oh, I'm going from Bismarck to Fargo to, no disrespect, those are, I know cool people in those places, but it's like, just America, how many like cities in America like stand out to you, like Chicago, New York, LA, San Francisco, Seattle. But in Europe, it's like you go 1 hour and you're like, they're speaking a different language. It's a metropolis. It's like, I'm like in Amsterdam, shit. I'm in London, shit. I'm in Berlin. Well, I'm in Paris. Like you see all of like history and like, it's cool to be. It's cool. I did a show in South Korea actually, in Seoul. That was fucking crazy. I did a festival in Czech Republic. Like I did some crazy nightclub where everybody was on ecstasy in like Budapest. You know what I mean? Like I performed at a castle in the southeast of France on the border with Switzerland. Like, and I'm not like a big famous like rapper, but like my kids are gonna think I'm fucking cool. You know what I mean? My grandkid, like I'm doing cool shit. Like this is like cool shit that people. Yeah, I think a lot of people just want to be like, I'm a rapper, nothing affects me, like, whatever. I'm not, I don't know. I'm just like not on that shit. I decided a while ago, like, I care about my art, and I want to make it as good as possible. And I care about money. I want to make as much as possible. And like all that, like everything in between, I like that clout, fame. There's like Vice think I'm cool shit. Like I don't give a fuck. Like can suck my dick. Like I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like art and money. Everything else in between is so fake. And like people's just chasing it. I'm like, I'm not in high school. Like I don't need people to think I'm cool.